song. I chose it because, number one, I already knew it and I didn't have to learn it.
We didn't know it.
And they knew it, and then all we had to figure out was the harmonies, and it's a lovely harmony too. This one's called Once More.
Once more to be with you, dear, just for tonight, to hold you tight.
characters in this song and any persons present tonight is purely ironic. Down on the corner, out in the street, was a mob of women with dancing feet. Something pretty potent had them in its grip. They were coming from everywhere. They were swinging theirs. In the middle of the crowd was a short little fella with frizzy hair, all chubby and yellow, but the girls didn't care. They were getting too hot. So who's that boy and what's he got? Candy is dandy and liquor is quick, but he sure knows how those ladies tick. He's Lucky Lou, the gigolo Jew. He gets the hotties and the rich girls too. Larry and Barry went out on the town. The pickings was slim, but they finally found a couple of cuties who were ready to play. They were gonna get lucky in the luckiest way. They went and got their car, came back to the bar, but the women were gone. Well, they couldn't be far. They looked out of the door, and one of them swore, 'cause it was a sight they'd seen before. He had one on each arm, they were giggling loud. He was pouring out charm like a big old cloud. And they rounded the corner and were gone in the night. How can this be? It just ain't right. Candy is dandy and liquor is quick, but the bad boys wish they knew his trick. He's Lucky Lou, the gigolo Jew. He gets the hotties and the rich girls too. He doesn't have to flash his money. He doesn't need those clever lines. He just flings his darts and breaks their hearts, picks them off the vine. He gets them at the parties, he gets them at the dance. From the subway car to the salad bar, he gets them in a trance. Candy is dandy and liquor is quick, but that young man can take his pick. He's Lucky Lou, the gigolo Jew. Everything the ladies say about him is true. You got your big gold watch and your blue suede shoes, but he gets the hottest and the rich girls too. Maybe he'll leave a little something for you.
For High Lonesome Sound.
shed. Here's an army, 'cause those tears they won't atone. After all the pain it caused me, now I'm gone, long gone, long gone. I'm leaving, long gone, my dear kite. This is what we wanted, baby. Now I'm gone, long gone. This is what we wanted, baby. Now I'm gone, long gone.
And we're going to welcome Brian DeMarcus.
All on my knees. In the key of B. 1, 2, 3.
Key of fun. Anywho.
This is Liza Jane.
Good morning, moon, love how you do. I've got business with you today. Good evening, sun, I'll see you soon. I think on my own terms lately. Who's to say we're upside down? Who's to say we're falling if we miss the ground? Who's to say we're going nowhere? We like spinning around and round. Do 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 do. Good morning, stars, love how you are. Nice we're finally see eye to eye. Good day to be a speck like me, fast and free, that's how we fly. Who's to say we're upside down? And who's to say we're falling if we miss the ground? Who's to say we're going nowhere if we like spinning around and round? Do 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 do. You know the words. Do 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 do. That's right. Use your Muppet voices now. Do 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 do. Good morning, me, love, where you be? Keep your eyes open wide. Baby, gonna be alright. It's too happy. Anybody whistle? That sounds so great. Great job. Good morning, moon, love how you do. I've got business with you today.
It's a northern lights night on a trail shining bright. It's where the wind blows the cold down the Florida below. There's a race into Nome. He's on the trail all alone. He's akin to the cold that only brave hearts know. Colonel Vaughn, it's a marvelous adventure marching on to a place in history, a man of courage with undying devotion to the spirit of adventure on the trail to destiny. Was back in 28 you heard a call from that Berg. 100 dogs near the boat. It's something man had never done. But your courage was there down in Antarctic air, and the history in your eyes sparkles clearly that you won. Colonel Vaughn, it's a marvelous adventure marching on to a place in history, a man of courage and to Greenland you strived. Your horizons alive, to return to the site where history had froze. From those wartime remains, you recovered the plains, still akin to the cold that only brave hearts know. Colonel Lona, it's a marvelous adventure marching on to a place in history, a man of courage, with undying devotion to the spirit of adventure on the trail to destiny. Oh, it's a marvelous adventure, a marvelous adventure, marvelous adventure on the trail to destiny.
Thank you. This next song is one of Donnie's favorites. I told Kathy, his significant other, to let other people come by and get what they needed from his remains, his belongings and such. And I would take the rest. So now down in my basement, I have Doc Schultz. He's there. And I wander down there every now and then, and I start going through the papers and the pictures and his wonderful life. There's stuff there with him, with Al Jardine from the Beach Boys, and Pete Seeger, and just all the stuff that he had a bunch of signatures on his banjo, and I noticed Pete Seeger and Ramblin' Jack Elliott, John Prine, and Steve Goodman, and I asked him if I could sign it. He said, "You can initial it." In pencil.
In the back.
Well, he ended up giving us one of the banjos, and Lona's been learning how to play it, and going through this stuff. This is a special song for Donnie.
I've been talking in my sleep, counting troubles to the counting sheep. Where the years went, I can't say. I've just turned around, they've gone away. I've been sifting through the layers of dusty books and faded papers. They tell a story I used to know. It was one that happened so long ago. It's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside, while the rivers change direction across the great divide. Now I heard the owl calling softly as the night was falling with a question, and I replied, but he's gone across the borderline. He's gone away in yesterday. Now I find myself on the mountainside, while the rivers change direction across the great divide. The finest hour I have seen is the one that comes between the edge of night and the break of day. It's when the darkness, it rolls away. It's gone away, and yesterday
the rivers change direction across the great divide. He's gone away, and yesterday, now I find myself on the mountainside. When the rivers change direction across the great divide. When the rivers change direction across the great divide.
Thank you. Doc and I were living in South Anchorage in 1985. And we were working at Chilkoot Charlie's at night and waking up every morning at 8 o'clock to the sound of bulldozers that were taking out the forest behind us. So if you have a headache or a hangover and a bulldozer's out back, you don't like that a bit. Well, I started griping about it, and Doc said, hey, we're folk songwriters. Why don't we write a folk protest song and change the world? Well, that's what we did. We wrote this song. We released it on a recording the latter part of 1985. And in 1986, we slipped the whole state into a recession. Anyway, this song has a sing-along part in the tradition of any folk protest song. Here's what happens. We'll go like this. North to Alaska. You guys go like this. North to Alaska. Can you do it? Let's practice. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. That's it. Some people are happy. When they go like this, it feels a lot more like a protest song. Now, honestly, if you didn't do it last time, do it this time. I think we'll see the difference. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. Did you feel that energy? We could have another recession tomorrow. Maybe we should back off. Just back off a bit, okay? This song is politely called Bring in the Dozers. Bring in the dozers and we'll mow down the mountains and we'll build the houses all the way to Mount McKinley. We'll watch the marches of those golden arches when they blue step to the Bering Sea. Call up your mother, your sister and your brother, let them come to Alaska and see. Just around the bend, they'll find a dividend sitting in their mailbox for free. Here we go. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. Yeah! Watch the carpetbaggers come. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. The rush has just begun. Did you see the traffic jam when we played the town camp? Bumper to bumper pilgrims on their way. You'd build a bigger airport, and they'd land the Concorde, bring them in from Europe every day. I know we'll find some more oil, look out to land like a boil, on the hind end of a former Interior Secretary. What? When the flowers die, there'll be no need to cry. We'll paint the asphalt green. Here we go. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. Yeah! Watch the carpetbaggers come. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. The rush has just begun. So if you're thinking of moving to Alaska to build a pipe dream of a wilderness retreat, don't tell your neighbor, and you better bring a saber. You'll fight for every inch of liberty. Now then we'll stick around until the sky turns brown and all the trees and flowers go away. And then grow deep, maybe plant another seed on a distant planet far away. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. Yeah! Watch the carpetbaggers come, come, come. North to Alaska. North to Alaska. The rush has just begun. The rush has just begun. The rush has just begun. 2, 3, 4. If you remember it, sing along. What about Anchorage?
wild life. Did you go on the World Wide Web, anybody? A few people do. It's kind of interesting. They had this booth set up at the Diamond Mall, and I went over there and did this next song. And Lona's youngest daughter brought her oldest daughter, and we were all kind of sitting in this booth, and we did this song, and they put it online, and we got over 25,000 hits. I can't believe it. That's just, and I don't have to send anything out. People just go online and get the song. It's magic. Who knows? Well, I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. Anyway, this also has a sing-along part. It's really easy. We'll go like this. Write your mom. And then you go like this. Write your mom. Then we'll go like this. Write your mom. And then you go like this. Write your mom. Got it? It's kind of like the other one, but the words are different. Do you get that? Well, if you got a formula that works, here it is. I dreamed I saw my mother on Oprah Winfrey. Beneath the bright lights, she was talking about me. The show was about all the offsprings that never write home. That's me. And about all the mothers who wait patiently by the phone. That's my mom. So write your mom. Write your mom. Yeah, write your mom. Write your mom. Well, you know that she knows exactly how long you've been gone. Yes, write your mom. Write your mom. You better write your mom. Write your mom. Find out how she and the family been getting along. Now I remember oatmeal mornings and lemonade days. And on Thanksgiving dinner, my dad would ask Mom to say grace. When we'd go on vacation, she'd cook every meal in advance. She did too. When she was happy, I remember how her eyes used to dance. So write your mom. Write your mom. You better write your mom. Write your mom. Because she knows that you know exactly how long you've been gone. She knows. Write your mom. Write your mom. Please write your mom. Write your mom. Find out how she and the family been getting along. Look out. On a cold winter evening, the first time that you caught the flu, she stayed right beside you, bothering up for the through. What can you do? Oh, what can you do? I know. Write your mom. Write your mom. You better write your mom. Find out how she and the family been getting along. She can't wait to tell you. Write your mom. Write your mom. Please write your mom. Write your mom. You know that she knows exactly how long you've been gone. Better yet, email your mom. I bet she's got a Facebook. I bet she does. Thank you very much.
In days gone by, when the world was much younger, men harnessed the wind to work for mankind. Seamen built tall ships to sail on the ocean, while landsmen built sails their corn for to grind. And around and around and around went the big sail, turning the shaft and the great wooden wheel. Creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn from the field. In Flanders and Spain and the lowlands of Holland, in the kingdoms of England and Scotland and Wales, windmills sprang up all along the wild coastline, ships of the land with their high canvas sails. And around and around and around went the big sails, turning the shaft and the great wooden wheel. Creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn from the field. In Lancashire lads work hard on the good earth, plowing and sowing as the seasons declare, waiting to reap all the rich golden harvest, while the miller is idle his mill to repair. And around and around and around went the big sail, turning the shaft and the great wooden wheel. Creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn from the field. Windmills of wood all blackened by weather, windmills of stone glaring white in the sun, windmills like giants all ready for tilting, windmills that died in the gales and the sun. And around and around and around went the big sail, turning the shaft and the great wooden wheel. Creaking and groaning, the millstones kept turning, grinding to flour the good corn from the field.
Best thing, you're playing and winning is playing and losing.
to hurt you, make you die the way I do. I don't think that I could be so pretty little words cover your dark and crooked heart. With forked tongue I fell in love, and then I fell apart. But you are so cold-hearted. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I want someone to hurt you, make you die the way I do. I don't think that I could be so
Scratch my itch, sweet Annie Rich, welcome me back to town. I'm out on your porch, or step into your parlor, and I'll tell you how it all went down. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels, and a good salute every single time. Oh, but I remember something you once told me. I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, 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 and they all led me straight back home to you. As I headed west to grow up with the country, across those prairies with those waves of grain. About a calico bonnet from Zion to Tennessee. We flew straight across that river gate last night, 2:30. Switchman waved his lantern goodbye and good day as we went rolling through. Truck stops and billboards passed by the grievous angel, and now I know just what I have to do. Take my money for something that I've never been shown, and news I could bring. I met up with the king on his head and felony crown. We talked about him bumping that old Bible bell and ride it out for some desert town. Out with the truckers and the kickers and the cowboy angels, and a good salute every single time. Oh, and I remember something he once told me. I'll be damned if it did not come true. 20,000 roads I went down, down, down. They all led me straight back home to you. 20,000 roads I went down, down, down. They all led me straight back home to you. We got married in a fever, holiday of peppers and sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson, I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson, look out Jackson town. Honey, I'm gonna snowball Jackson. You're gonna when I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose my coat. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. Well, I met you in Jackson. I've been dancing on a pony cat. They'll leave you around like a scalded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go on down to Jackson. You're a big talking man. I'll be waiting in Jackson. Behind my J-Ban van.
We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. We're going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, we're going to Jackson, ain't never coming back. Yeah, we got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out.
He didn't drop his guitar, but he dropped his songbook. So I think he's ready, though. He's on the right page. Give it up for Spinard, Johnny.
I did drop my song. Always got to drop something. Anyway, I'm going to do a couple songs that I wrote. I got some friends out there. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just going to have some fun here. Hope you enjoy it. See you in the morning, I'm like a rising sun. Can I hold on to your body like I was hiding from someone? And then you start to love me. We start out soft and slow. Yeah, and you told me we were children, and that's about the only way to go. Alright. You just gotta keep believing what you feel is true. Good things always come around, good people like you. You gotta be with your people, the ones you love, you've gotta care for. And there's no such thing as too much, baby, I won't love you some more. Real quiet, you can always hear your heartbeat. Do you ever stop to listen to your heart when it speaks? You got a longest way to free us, and child, if we want you to, you'll know. Yeah, you told me we were children, that's about the only way to go. Yeah, you told me we were children, that's about the only way to go. This is one of my favorite songs that I wrote. I used to live in Seward. And they got a big fish derby there, the Seward Silver Salmon Derby. And I wrote this song about a guy who raises a fish in his bathtub to win the derby. And it's based on a true story. Well, or at least a good idea. Now I didn't win the big money again this year. Lost a lot of herring, I lost a lot of fishing gear. My feet are tired of waiting and my fishing line is snagged. Lord, I don't need a big fish, just find me one that's tagged. Cause the biggest silver salmon anybody's ever seen is living in my bathtub, and it's hard to keep it clean. And all that fish has gotta do, live one more year. Then I'll cash that sucker in and I'll boogie out of here. I found him out at the hatchery. They let a bunch of them go. Wasn't much when I caught him, but I could tell he was going to grow. At first he didn't like the bathtub, now he's in love with it. Heard about the derby though, he wants a 50-50 split. And I'm the biggest silver salmon that anybody's ever seen. is a living in my bathtub, and it's hard to keep it clean. All that fish has got to do, live one more year. Then I'll cash that sucker in and I'll boogie out of here. My wife's been understanding, though she'd really like to take a bath. The kids are awful curious though. They say, "Daddy, what is that?" "Oh, don't take him outside, son, if the neighbors just get a peek. Come this time next year, your mother and I'd be living out in Spring Creek. And now the biggest silver salmon anybody's ever seen is in the back of my pickup late at night down to the lake to get him clean. And all that fish has got to live one more year. Then I'll cash that sucker in and I'll boogie out of here." Now, salmon's not your basic indoor pet. They take a little getting used to. Cleaning one's really not that bad, but waking up with one is something new. I said, "Hey fish, get out of here." He says, "Partner, this is it. I want this big warm water bed, or it's a 60-40 split." And now the biggest silver salmon that anybody's ever seen is living in my bathtub, and it's hard to keep it clean. Oh, it's me and Reed in the living room, and I really must insist on a little hospitality to a $10,000 fish. It's derby time. All right, fish. Where'd he go? Oh, don't tell me, reader. I don't think I really want to know. I couldn't stop him. He said he'd write, but I know he won't. He just left a note on the refrigerator, and he hitchhiked to Anchor Point. And now the biggest silver salmon that anybody's ever seen is somewhere down by Homer, and he's laughing at me. The note said, "Thank you, Johnny. I'm sorry about your 30%, but you can stop cleaning that bathtub and wondering where I went." No, I didn't win the big money again this year. Lost a lot of herring. I can't afford new fishing gear. My feet are tired of waiting. My fishing line is snagged. Lord, I don't need a big fish. Just find me one that's tagged. Because the biggest silver salmon that anybody'd ever seen was living in my bathtub, and it's hard to keep it clean. But he wrecked my bed and my bathtub. My wife's asked me to pack if I ever hook into that fish again. I'm gonna throw that sucker back. Biggest silver salmon anybody's ever seen is living in my bathtub, and it's hard to keep it clean. All that fish has got to do, live one more year. Then I'll cash that sucker in and I'll boogie out of here. All right. I'm gonna do one quick, and they've got a red light here that's about to go on, which means the hook is coming. But that's it. Unfortunately, this song is a true story too. Started drinking when I was 10. Every time I tried to quit, I'd start again. Caught up with me, just like they said. Another night like last night, boy, and you'll be dead. Feels like the devil stole the light out of my eyes. Wanna live, gotta give so bright. something's gonna happen, and it won't be good. Cowboys and angels, they heed the call. Wanna drink so bad, don't wanna drink it all. Feel like the devil stole the light out of my eyes. Wanna live, gotta give sobriety a try. Don't answer the door, don't pick up the phone, leave the curtains closed, ain't nobody home, just killing time till they open the store. Wanna drink so bad, always need more. Feel like the devil stole the light out of my eyes.
Thank you. Johnny, thank you all. It's not from Kernigan, ladies and gentlemen. It's from Spinard, Johnny.